You know the exact feeling. It's 2 a.m., you are staring at the ceiling in a dark room. You finally secured the job, the promotion, or the target, and yet you feel entirely hollow. The achievement landed, but the feeling of enough never arrived. There is a physical paradox to this exhaustion. Your body is signaling a hard no, yet you still take the call you shouldn't take. You grind past midnight. You manage everyone else's anxiety while your own reserves run completely dry. This familiar midnight panic is simply a symptom of an invisible system operating exactly as it was originally designed to. You are running borrowed fuel in an engine built to consume you. To understand how this engine works, we need to examine a framework from the Kingdom Formation Architect. It contains a map of the precise mechanics of the exhaustion you're experiencing. The document outlines a clear thesis. This exhaustion is a deliberate exploitation loop. It is powered by two highly specific, unexamined lies that were internalized long before you ever entered the workforce. This schematic shifts your position from a victim of burnout to a strategist. You can finally see the architecture of the engine and begin to dismantle it. These lies were implanted at a dinner table, in a classroom, in a quiet car ride home from a sports match, or in the silence where a word of affirmation should have been. The people who delivered them were usually carrying their own versions of the same corrupted code. They were doing the best they could with the formation they had received. Because these lies arrived so early, they bypassed critical examination. They became foundational beliefs, invisible scripts running beneath your every decision. The corporate world built a productivity system on top of these existing psychological wounds. It found a vulnerability and weaponized it to extract limitless labor. Lie 1 is the not enough verdict. It functions as a performance engine, forcing you to over-deliver and grind past midnight to fill a perceived deficit of achievement. The system promises that the next achievement will provide the cure. This never works because the wound is not a lack of success. You could fill every line of your CV and the wound would still be there in the morning. Lie 2, the not loved wound, powers the people-pleasing strategy. You absorb the anxiety of difficult people because you learned that the longing is conditional on keeping others comfortable. This engine monetizes your need for safety. You manage your appearance and stay late to avoid social penalties, still playing the role of the child at the dinner table, trying not to take up too much space. The primary tactical misdirection is simple. Keep your attention orbiting these performance gears so completely that the true center of your life becomes functionally invisible. Every burnout and hollow success traces back to this dual-engine machine. It is a system built to exploit the most vulnerable parts of your early formation. The system leaves wreckage in its wake, often through institutions like the church that pointed poorly to the truth. But the architect is distinct from the building. He is not the community that failed to show up for you. For those who burned out through striving, the exhaustion is diagnostic. The emptiness proves the fuel source was wrong, not that your worth is zero. Shame is a secondary tactic used to convince you that your wounds are disqualifying. It is designed to keep you away from the source of healing. The burn is the precise coordinate where the healing protocol begins. The ultimate countermeasure is unearned identity. This is the original starting condition of a human being, made in the image of God before a single achievement was ever recorded. This identity functions as the tree of life, a central power source that remained within reach while the system redirected your focus. Recognizing this renders the not enough verdict void, as your value was settled before you drew your first breath. To extract yourself, you only need to stop pretending the system's lies are true. The Kingdom Formation Architect has provided a free 6-episode framework designed specifically for the burned and capable person. Reclaiming this unearned identity permanently dismantles the empire's ability to exploit you. You are subverting the system from the inside out.